Breaking news: artificial intelligence is advancing faster than governments can react. Experts warn of mass unemployment, the collapse of democracy, even human extinction. What happens when machines outthink their makers?
AI will take every job.
It cannot be controlled.
Humanity is obsolete.
This is the end of civilization, as we know it.
It's already too late.
They keep scaring us. Every headline, every podcast, every corner of the internet, AI will take your job, AI will end democracy, AI will kill us all. None of this is new. Every generation has heard the same chorus: new machines, new systems, new fears. And 150 years ago, Charles Dickens was already writing ghost stories about progress in general and trains in particular. The miracle of the 19th century, and at the same time, the menace of the 19th century. And in 1866, he wrote one of the darkest little stories of his career, The Signalman. A story not about locomotives, but about dread, about the terror of seeing the future and not being able to stop it. You see, at that time, trains were also producing horrific accidents no one yet knew how to manage. That tension is the same one AI drags us into now. Trains in Dickens' day were the most futuristic thing imaginable. Faster than horses, faster than human bodies were ever meant to move, carving tunnels through mountains. People were exhilarated and terrified. The parallel to AI today is obvious: dazzling efficiency, unimaginable speed, but also opaque and uncanny. And Dickens suggests that technology doesn't banish the supernatural or the irrational. It simply breeds new ghosts. Before I tell you what it's all about, let me introduce myself. I'm Tatiana Voloshin, career and business advisor. In this podcast, I pull lessons from culture, books, films, even ghost stories, and turn them into tools for your work and your future. You're listening to Culture Clinic, episode 9. The AI Express. A man, Dickens never gives him a name, just the Signalman, works in a deep railway cutting. It's a strange, lonely place. Stone walls on both sides, a dark tunnel on one end, a red signal light glowing at night. He spends his life pulling levers, watching the tracks, keeping trains from colliding. A job that sounds mechanical, but carries enormous responsibility. One day, a traveler climbs down to visit him. That traveler is our narrator. At first, he notices how sharp and careful the signalman is. This isn't some half-mad railway worker. He's intelligent, educated, precise. And yet, the man is shaken. He confides that he has been seeing something. A figure, always the same. It appears at the mouth of the tunnel, covering its face with one hand and waving the other as if to shout a warning. Each time this figure has appeared, disaster has followed. A collision, a death on the line. And the cruelest part? The ghost never tells him what to do. It only signals dread without giving instructions. The man feels cursed, condemned to witness the future, but powerless to change it. The narrator does what any of us would do. He tries to reason with him. He suggests nerves, stress, imagination. But the signalman shakes his head. He knows what he has seen. And then, when the narrator returns the next day, it's already too late. The signalman himself is dead, struck down by a train. And the people who saw it say the driver was waving frantically, shouting the same warning gesture the ghost had always made. That's Dickens. No resolution, no exorcism, just a story about progress and dread, about technology moving faster than human beings can make sense of it. Now, before we jump straight into AI, let me take a quick detour, because I'm traveling in France right now and their trains are a reminder of what progress can actually look like. You buy a ticket, you sit in a clean, fast train, you cross the country in hours instead of days. And if the train happens to be 30 minutes late, they send you 20% back automatically. I didn't even notice it was late. I was too busy enjoying my creme brulee from the food car. Imagine that in the States, where airlines will strand you overnight with a voucher for stale pretzels and a shrug, if you're lucky. French trains are the future Dickens once dreamt of. Fast, efficient, human. American trains? Well, let's say the future never really arrived. And this is exactly how progress works. Some societies embrace it, some lag behind, and some just get lost in superstition and fear. Victorians feared trains the way we fear AI. And they were not wrong. Trains really were dangerous. They were derailments, bridge collapses, fires, mangled bodies. People had never moved at such speeds, and the human nervous system wasn't built for it. But alongside the real danger came the myth. Ghosts in the tunnels, omens on the tracks, rumors that the air rushing past could stop your heart. Progress carried real risks, and it also invited superstition. It's no accident that Tolstoy chose a train for Anna Karenina's fate. Anna is a woman of a new world, stepping out of the rigid structures of her old one. The railway is both her escape and her executioner, the symbol of a society changing faster than it can absorb those who live inside it. Dickens saw dread in the tunnels. Tolstoy saw the same dread in the lives of people who no longer fit their own time. Fast forward to today, and AI gives us the same double vision. On one side, you have the real dangers, deepfakes that can destroy reputations overnight, algorithms that amplify bias and lock people out of jobs, automation that quietly erodes whole industries. On the other side, you have the apocalyptic chorus, extinction-level scenarios, machines rising up, humanity made obsolete by its own creation. Some of those fears may prove valid, but some are just our modern version of the tunnel ghost, a projection of dread into a system we don't yet understand. And this is where Dickens' story feels almost too on the nose. The signalman sees the warning, but it doesn't tell him what to do. It only announces that disaster is coming. And that's exactly how our AI conversation sounds right now. Every think piece, every headline, every panel discussion, something terrible is on the horizon. But no one can tell you how to act today, in your job, in your company, in your daily life. The signal is here. The instructions are missing. And that's the hardest place to live, knowing the danger is real, but not knowing whether the fear around it is prophecy or paranoia. The Victorians felt it standing on railway platforms. We feel it now, staring at our screens, wondering if the next upgrade, the next chatbot, the next algorithm is going to rewrite the rules of the game and society faster than we can catch up. Think about it. Can you really prohibit progress? People tried with trains. They passed rules that no locomotive should go faster than a horse. They spread rumors that speed could collapse your lungs. None of it worked. The trains kept coming. They remade Europe, they connected cities, they changed war and commerce and love affairs. They also helped us become more human by making a distance manageable, by connecting us to other people and places. And the same is true for AI. It does help us to do shit fast and furious, while also much smarter. You can regulate pieces of it, you can slow it down in one country, but you cannot roll it back. Somewhere, someone will keep building. The real question isn't whether AI will happen, it's whether you will be ahead of it or behind it. Because progress never asks for permission, it just arrives. And the ones who thrive are not the ones who resist longest, but the ones who adopt fastest. So the real career question is this: how do you use the tool before it uses you? How do you train yourself to see AI not as the ghost at the tunnel, but as the machine that gets you somewhere faster? Thing is, if you're worried AI will take your job, you are already behind. The only real question is how to employ it now, to amplify what you do instead of waiting to be replaced. You don't need to study AI like a PhD. Did you ever go learn your iPhone? Did you take a course on how to Google? No, you just started using it. Same thing here. So what does using it actually mean? 3 things. First, learn prompting like language. The way you ask is the way you get. Think of it like training an assistant. Sloppy questions bring sloppy answers. Precise ones bring gold. It's not about coding, it's about how you talk. Second, use AI as a sparring partner, not a crutch. Don't dump your brain into it and walk away. Throw ideas at it, argue back, push it until you see angles you would have missed on your own. That's how you make it expand your thinking instead of shrinking it. Third, train yourself to spot hallucinations. Victorian travelers had to learn which rumors about trains were real and which were ghost stories. You have to do the same. AI will hand you nonsense with a straight face. Your edge is knowing the difference between the signal and the noise. If you do just those 3 things, you're already ahead of most people. And if you want to not just survive the wave, but ride it, that's where I come in. I help people turn fear of change into an advantage. Career, business, strategy, all of it, sharpened by the tools that scare everyone else. The winners in this wave won't be the ones who wait it out. They'll be the ones who learn to ride it. If you want to be one of them, I can help you get there. This was Unidelics Podcast, episode 9 of Culture Clinic series. I am your host, Tatiana Voloshin, and this is your reminder that progress always brings fear. Trains did, AI does. The question is whether you freeze at the signal or step on board. The Signalman saw the warning too late. Don't be that person. Find more information at unidelics.com.